Hey, what is going on, guys?
What's up, guys? PhongVLG here. It's another lovely Wednesday. I'm here to show you how to install these mirror caps. Cut it out, cut it out.
Alright, so you guys can already tell from the title, but we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to change your mirror caps here from SynthCarbon. We have a carbon fiber mirror cap. I'm going to go ahead and try and focus that in a bit. There we go.
I'm giving you the vape effect, bro.
Obviously, we already did this side, so we're going to go ahead and show you guys on this side how to do it. It's going to be the same thing on that side. So without further ado, we got the famous Brian's FK here on Instagram. Check him out. He's going to go ahead and help us out and show us how to install it.
Easy.
So for this installation, you guys are going to go ahead and need a flathead, some painter's tape, and a pry tool. Pry tool isn't really all that necessary. If you don't have a pry tool, it's okay. You can try and finagle with just using a flathead, but if you do have something that's kind of like this, it would help quite a bit. So for step number one, we're going to go ahead and turn the mirror just like so. That way we have more access to go ahead and just tape around here, get this all adjusted, and then take this out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and don't be afraid, but move your mirror around and use your painter's tape to tape just within these corners here. The purpose of this is to protect your plastic here while you're moving, and also just damage to your mirror itself. You don't want to scratch this, of course. So just try to get in it as best as you can, and your end result should look something like this. So now that we have all the tape together, we're going to go ahead and use our pry tool. I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Brian, and he'll explain.
There's going to be two prongs, one right here and one right here. And you want to get this pry tool and you want to get in between. Don't be afraid. I know it's really nerve-wracking, but you want to push the mirror up this way. I'm going to get under it and just pry it out. But we got to be extra careful though, but boom, comes right out. If you have help, you don't have to unplug these. You can just have someone hold this for you. Even if you did have to unplug these, you have to unplug the battery just to be safe. But since we're keeping those in, no need to unplug the battery.
So once you guys get to this step, you're going to go ahead and use your flathead, and there should be 3 clips, one here, here, and one in here. Just to demonstrate, what you would do is you would basically get your flathead in here and push up, and you would do that basically for all 3 until you at least get them out, and we'll go ahead and demonstrate that.
There you go. You're gonna line up the 3 clips that you just took out on the original one. The same one has it on the carbon fiber ones. This clip, and this clip, which are gonna go to these 3 holes. Make sure they're lined up. Also, there's gonna be this little notch right here and this little clip, little thing that hangs out. You gotta line that up. Make sure that this side is key to being lined up first, and then everything will line up after.
So you're going to round it off on this side. It gets a little finicky here. This does, versus OEM, kind of edge in a little bit, and this is why you want to finick it on this side here. So once you get it on that, try to focus on the 3 in here, getting those lined up. Don't be afraid. You will get this kind of dirty, and it's fine because you'll just wash the car and clean it right after. Alright, so not gonna lie, we had to go off camera there for a bit, but it did take quite a minute to get this on. Same thing with the other side, we had the same issue. So you really have to finick it around, and remember, you want to get this edge in first. One thing that we found is that this might separate here, so make sure you just hold these together. On top of that, just trying to get this side around and then under, and then you should have it solid. Now we're going to go ahead and move on by putting the mirror right back on. If you did disconnect this, and I'm sorry that I didn't say it earlier, but by disconnecting it, you just squeeze the top and bottom and then pull out. You'll just be able to do that on each side. Just remember which goes to which. If you did disconnect it, go ahead and reconnect it back, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next step, which is if these came off of this section right over here, as you guys can see, section 1 and section 2. Let me focus that. So if these, obviously they came off, but what you want to do is you want to go ahead and remove these pieces and put these back on. Make sure you have this kind of O-ring left in there too. That's what keeps it all still. If you don't have that in there, make sure you find it and reconnect that back. And we'll just go ahead and show you guys the whole process of how to get these on.
So for this one, take out this rubber housing that's attached to the little rod. And the thing about these rods is there's this little nipple that you need to line up, which is going to be pointed to the right. Easy way to do it is just go all the way to the right and then let this thing snap off. Boom, easy. And then this one on the bottom is going to snap off to the bottom, pointed down. And I'll show you the little nipple that it has right here, if you could see that. And then the little gaps that these things have. They have a little gap. This little gap right here will line up with that little nipple. And the same one with this one, the little nipple is going to be pointed to the right, which is right there. Then you want to take off, since this housing was still attached to this side, take that one off. Easier to line up like this. So. Okay, so when you put these back together, you want to stick the rod through the little hole and stick it back on. So you got to remember the bottom one is actually pointed to the bottom. So you got to make sure that nipple is pointed to the bottom. Insert it. Make sure that nipple's pointed to the bottom. Actually, this one's going to be pointed to the left, to the outside. Boom.
Oh, here's Brad. Alright.
Alright. So when you put it back, this big old gap right here is going to go to that little ball right there, and then you're gonna hear that snap right in. And then these two little prongs, you just apply pressure and you'll hear them snap right in. Boom, one, and this one over here. Two. There you go. There it's in. Now you can just remove the tape. And a good way to see it snapped in, you can hear it. You can hear it grabbing.
So rule of thumb, after you've done everything, just make sure you check. Alright, all mirrors are good. A-okay. Alright, so as you guys can see, end result, looking good. All thanks to SynthCarbon. So if you guys want to go ahead and get this product, it's going to be on the description below. Also, a huge shout out to Franco, Brian, and Wes for being the camera guy at times too. Thank you guys very much for all the help. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, keep grinding. Not yet, not yet. Stay humble, keep grinding, stay humble, and
yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
What's up, guys? It's PhongVLG here. Welcome to another lovely Wednesday. I got this new upgraded turbo. I cannot release the power right now as I've signed an agreement to, but it's pushing closer to 400, maybe over. But I'll link that. I'll let you guys know that as soon as we go to the Honda experience.